started. Let's see what these questions that people have. Sorry, Niels, I was just about to click on you. Janisha, do you have a question?
Can we draw a bunny?
Draw a bunny? Sure, I can do that. Sorry, my volume just went down. All right, I'll add that to the list. I've got a little pad here. I'm going to draw. All right, bunny. We've got anime. We can draw an anime bunny. Okay, how about that's added to the list. Niels, have you got a question? Or
can we draw a phoenix?
A phoenix. Okay.
Yeah.
We're probably not going to get through all of these. I'll just take two more. So just Sophie and Rafiqul. And then we'll get back to drawing. So we're meant to be drawing faces today. Sophie, did you have a suggestion?
Yeah. Crocodile. Can we draw a crocodile?
Crocodile, okay. Okay, if we don't get to these this lesson, we'll do them another lesson. Rafiqul, have you got a suggestion?
I'm not Rafiqul, I'm Mehrish, but it just says Rafiqul for a reason. Can we draw birds or any kinds of animals?
Okay, birds, animals, all right. No worries, you can change your name down in the corner there. Birds, just animals. All right, but we are going to start with just some simple faces today, and then we'll see if we can have time to draw some other things. Okay, so let's get started. So first off, I want you to draw 4 circles right next to each other in a line. You could even draw a line if you want. Draw 2 lines like that so that your circles fit in between. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 circles. They're going to be different faces. Harry Potter. I'm just looking at all the notes from there. Harry Potter! Marina really wants Harry Potter. Okay, good, Sophie. All right, so I'm just going to zoom in on one of these, or 2 of these. Move my light over here. Okay, so I also need to be able to see what I'm doing. So just for a simple face, if we just draw a line straight down the middle, vertical, so top to bottom is vertical, and then we'll do it in the middle, left to right, which is horizontal, like the horizon. So you should have a plus roughly through the middle. Mine's not quite. You can see it's a bit off, but it doesn't matter. We're not trying to do perfect drawings today. Okay, move it a bit closer there. So this line is where we draw the eyes. So we can draw one on this side and one on this side. Just circles for now. I'm going to fix this circle up, some head shape up. So it's a bit more symmetrical. And rub out that old line I don't need. Okay, so now we've got, it sort of looks like a head because it's got 2 eyes now. Okay, so if we then draw a line halfway through between this half of the circle, so underneath from the eye line to the chin, we'll draw another line halfway, horizontal. That'll show us where the bottom of the nose is. So you can draw a little triangle in there. The triangle goes up to between the eyes. And then, that's good, Trishan. And then in the space below, that's where we can draw the mouth. So that's sort of the proportions of the face. And of course, the ears are on the side, and your ears are sort of between your eyebrows and the bottom of your nose. So you can find where the bottom of the nose is, where the eyebrows will go. Sort of in that space there. That's where you could draw an ear. And that'd be the same on both sides. And then you can draw your eyebrows in as well. Okay, so did everyone draw that face on the first circle? So if you're counting them this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, they drew the face on number 1. If so, that's good, because I want you to skip 1, and we're going to go to number 3. And the first thing we're going to do is continue the eye line all the way across all the circles. So halfway through all the circles, all 4 circles. And then we'll do the same for the nose line as well. Travel it across like that. It doesn't matter if your circles are all different sizes, but you need to have 2 lines through like that. This is just a rough guide. That's it, Tristan. Okay, so we're going to skip this one and we're going to go to this one. So using those lines, we know that the eyes are on this first line. So we'll come right across and we're going to draw side on face. So we know the eye is going to be on that line, but over on this one. Okay. You can draw the little eyebrow above that. And the nose, we know where the nose comes down to on this line. We can follow that across. So on the side of the face, you know, the nose comes down to there. And we can see where the nose goes up to as well. So just above, or just almost to the top of the eye. So then we can draw that in. It's like a half triangle. You see what I'm doing there? Using those lines to show me where the eyes and the nose line up to. So the line that we've got down the middle of the face, it's between, it goes right through the nose. So that line, let's call it A. That line is actually this line here. It's an A. So it's on the side of the head now. And the line where the ear is, let's call that B, it's on the side of the face here. So if it's rotating around, it should be in the middle here. So we can then draw the ear on. Find out where it starts by bringing it across, and then draw the ear in. See how they're all lined up? You can follow the lines across for each thing. There's the nose line, and the mouth is in this little section here, but see that, oops, see the middle lines going through? So really, that middle line's going through there, and the middle line's on the side of the face here. So really, you're only going to see half of that mouth on this side. Like that. Okay, so we've got a front head and we've got a side head. This one will be called a 3/4, like the fraction, 3/4. This one is front, F-R-O-N-T. This one is side, S-I-D-E. That one's 3/4. So instead of having the line down the middle, because say we want to start with the nose. So the nose is in the middle on number 1, but then on number 3, it's on the side. So it's not going to be in the middle. It's not going to be on the side. It's going to be somewhere between the two in there. So you could draw a curved line like that. Can you see that curved line I drew? I'll zoom in a little bit. And that's going to be the A line. So in this side, A is straight, then it curves around to 3/4, and then it goes to the side. So if we want to put the nose in, we've got to draw the nose in like that. See how it's moving around? I'll zoom out a bit. So it seems like, looks like this person's turning their head to the side. from front on, turning the head around. So let's do the eyes. Big eye there on this side of the nose. So that eye is going to be roughly there. Now this eye, it's on one side of the head, but when it's side on, you can't see that eye because it's on the other side. So it's going to actually get smaller and thinner as it goes around. So sort of like that, a skinny eye. And then with the mouth, like before, you're from the middle line, you'll see one side out there. So middle line, one side coming out. But on this side, it's going to be a little bit smaller. Everything on this side is going to be a little bit smaller because it's going around the sphere, the circle. That's the head. Okay, so the same thing we did with the nose on this angle, we're going to do that with the ear because here it's on the side and then here it's in the middle. So we're going to do another curve down here. That's the bigger line again. And then we can bring the dots across to where the ear starts and draw that ear in like that. Oh, I forgot his eyebrows as well. So there we have a head turning around. And let's see how everyone went with that one. Do you want to hold them up when you're done? Anna, have you got a question?
Yeah, can we do some hair?
Yeah, we might do hair on a different one. That's good. Strath and Cora, yeah, they're good. So we won't do hair on this one because it's a bit close together. We'll draw another one. So I don't know what I did 4. You can do another one. You could do what the back of the head looks like. Let's do that. Let's do one that's called rear. R-E-A-R. Rear. So we could draw a line down the middle. Now in this one, you're not going to see the eyes, you're not going to see the mouth, you're not going to see the nose because they're behind. It's the back of the head. But you'll still see the ears. So you're going to have to overlap the ear with the nose there. See the ears. And you might just see, and if they had some hair, you might see the hair on the back of the head like that. And then you can actually continue that through a little bit there, a little bit there. Or if they had antennas or hair sticking up or horns or something got ears on the top, you'd see those as well. So let's give him 3 little bits of hair sticking up. So that's at the back. See, I've got 2 on one side and 1 on the other. So we have to flip that around on the front. So he's actually going to have 1 on this side and then 2 on that one. So like we did before, we've got the front. Let's skip to the side. It's got 1 sticking out on this side and 2 at the back, but maybe you only see 2 of them because they're crossing over. And then in the 3/4, 1 sticking out this way. And then these ones are getting a bit smaller, 1, 2, because they're overlapping. Okay. Looks like a little sprout, a turnip head. Okay, has everyone done that? Anna, you got another question?
Kind of looks like a carrot, just it's a circle.
Yes. or a beetroot or a turnip? Yes. So like a vegetable head. Very good. Okay. So I'm going to go to a new piece of paper. Has everyone done that? So we can go to a new drawing? Yeah. Okay. So we're still going to keep the theme of doing some different heads and things like that. So zoom out a bit. Let's draw. So we'll do something with hair. And what's the first thing on our list? Anime. Okay, let's draw an anime head. So start off with a circle. Trying to see my circle. I'm trying to look over my camera. Let me get it. Doesn't have to be perfect, but roughly circular and symmetrical, which means the same both sides. Like that. We'll draw a vertical line straight down the middle, and we'll go past the bottom because we need to add in a jaw. So we've got a circle with a line top to bottom. Harry Potter. I'll add Harry Potter to the list. So we're probably not going to get onto it today, but I'll try for next week and next lesson. A tomato. It did look like a tomato, actually. Okay, so at the bottom of your circle, further down, pick a point, and that's going to be the chin, because your head. So, if you've got a question, I'll answer that in a second. Your head is made up of two major bones: the skull, where your brain is, and your jaw, which is the bottom part of your mouth that moves when you talk. So this is our jaw. That's going to be the chin. And then I'm going to come up diagonally on either side towards the circle a bit, but not touching it yet. And then I'll come up on an angle like that. Sophie, did you have a question? I've just asked you to unmute. No? Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on this one. So now I'm going to rub out that circle, the bottom of the circle, not all of the circle, because the circle is just to get the round part of the skull. Okay. It'll look a bit symmetrical. Mine's a little bit off. So now remember, we put a line through the middle horizontally for the eyes, but you need to find the middle. So find the middle between these 2 points. Mine's about there. And then draw a line through. Arna, have you got a question?
I can feel my jaw when I open my mouth if I put my hand here.
Yeah, that's right. That's your jaw. Like where your bottom teeth are and your chin, that's your jaw, and you can feel it moving. That's it. And then your skull is your top teeth and your cheeks and your eye sockets and your head, where your hair comes from. So you can look at that online too. You can Google human skull and see how it's made up. Okay, so remember we also then did a line halfway between these 2 points. So we find halfway, and that's going to be for the nose. And then the mouth is underneath. Now that's not really the right proportions for an anime character, because they usually have bigger eyes. So these are just going to be guides for us. So I'm just going to put in some really light circles on the size I want to do the eyes. Now these aren't going to be the shapes that I'm going to draw, but they're just where I'm going to put them. I want to have big eyes like that. And this usually shows where the nose is, the bottom of the nose. But I'm going to, usually they don't show the bottom of the nose, they show the side of the nose with a little point. So I'm going to put a little line that way and a curve coming up that way. I'll zoom in a little bit. Okay. We'll come back to the mouth. So for the eye, I'm going to start below that line. And I'm going to curve up at an angle. See how I'm not using the circle that was there? It's just as a guide. And then I'll stop at the line. And I'll thicken that up a little bit. Like that. And I'll do that on the other side too. Start in the corner of the eye near the nose. I'll start lower, below the line. Then I'll curve it up, not quite as high as the circle I drew. And then I'll come down and stop on the line where that circle meets. And then I'll go back and thicken it up a little bit at the top. Okay. So the next part, underneath the eye, I'm just going to draw a very small line just to show the bottom of the eye. Now I could even rub out that circle I drew first, because I've got sort of the shape of the eye and where I want it to go now. And I can draw the pupils in, which is the, the colored part of the eye. And anime characters usually have very big pupils. So sort of imagine it's a circle or an oval, but the bottom's being cut off and the top's being cut off. Like that. So I can just draw a bit of a curved line here and a curved line on the other side. And then you want to draw the pupils, which are the black dots inside. So I'm just going to draw another circle, or oval, I should say. This time it's smaller and it's on the inside. Yeah. So usually anime characters have lots of highlights in their eyes. So let me zoom in a bit on one eye. I'm going to draw a circle like that. And if you can, it's very small, trying to rub out those lines inside because you want that to be white. It's a highlight. And on the other eye, you don't draw it over this side, you draw it on the same side. So it's going to be there. And then rub out the inside of that one. You might have to touch up some of your lines. All right. Janisha, you've got a question? It looks like you've got a dummy in your mouth, but it's the rabbit nose.
The eyes look like the people from the Pokemon videos.
Yeah, it's sort of like that because that's anime as well. It's a style of anime. This one I've just noticed is a bit crooked.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's it. Very good pick. So you can draw even more circles in there, like one, maybe another little one in there. Oh, let's mute you. Put your hand down again. And then you could do more if you wanted as well. Depends on how many highlights you want to do. Color in the pupil, so the smaller oval, not the highlights. And then for the, oh, sorry, color in the iris, not the pupil. Now in the pupil, which is the colored part, you can like just shade it in. You can do this with a colored pencil too. Make it a little bit full colored in at the top and then just a few lines towards the bottom. So color, 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 and then get, make more space between it so you can make it lighter towards the bottom, like that. Okay. So you could add little eyelids at the top, sort of where that original circle was. Janisha, you got another question?
Is this a girl or a boy?
Oh, you could make it a girl or a boy. I think I'm going to make this one a girl. But I'm also going to make it a bunny girl because you want to draw a bunny.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So having said that, let's do the mouth now. So I'm just going to rub out this line that goes between the eyes and down past the nose. So for the mouth, I just want to have just a little small, cute mouth. You can draw sort of any shape you want. I'm doing this sort of cat shaped mouth because I want to give her a little bunny tooth. You don't have to draw a bunny girl if you don't want to. Anna, you got a question? And then I'll rub out those lines around the mouth. Anna, do you have a question? Yeah, there you go. Put it on mute.
I actually have two questions.
Okay.
The tooth actually kind of looks like a tongue,
Yeah, if you draw it round, yeah, it could look like a tongue.
and it also looks like an alien.
She does look like an alien at the moment. If you wanted to do like to blush, you could draw some little lines like that. Oops, sorry for bumping the camera. That was my glasses hit it. And then that's cool, Anna. And then if you had a color, which I don't actually, hang on. This is the only pink one I could find. It's a Sharpie. Could give her like little rosy cheeks when you color it. This is too dark. But you could use just a pencil, just a smudge. So it looks like she's blushing. But that was way too dark, that pen. Okay, so let's move on. If you want to draw human ears, they're going to be somewhere between the nose and the eyebrows. So you could draw them in like that. Try and get them sticking out the same distance. You could add a neck in as well. That looks a bit thick, actually. I might give her a thinner neck. Janisha, your question?
Where are the bunny ears?
I'm going to draw them very soon, coming out the top.
Okay.
But first, I'm going to draw in some eyebrows, just thin eyebrows. It's a curve, but have it thicker in the middle. Like that. And then I'll pull out a bit so I can draw these bunny ears. So maybe she has one that's sticking up and flops down. And maybe this one just goes up. I'm going to run out of room if it goes straight up. Like that. So you can have a little pink bit on the inside there. And the inside of it there. Janisha, you got another question?
If it's a girl, it needs eyelashes.
Yeah, well, boys have eyelashes too. But yes, we can add eyelashes. And I'm going to add some hair onto it as well. I can't remember who was asking for hair, but we will do hair. Okay, so let's go back to the eyes. So you can, on the side, you can draw individual lashes like that. Maybe even a couple on the bottom. Or, so you can do that on both sides, or you can add one little curve and then color it in like that. So that's two different kinds of eyelashes there. So they can both be like this one, where they're just lines sticking up, or they can both be like this one, where it's one little bit sticking out. Don't do both. So it looks a bit funny. Okay, and now let's add some hair. So I want to give her a bit of a fringe, maybe coming down like that. So I've just drawn those lines in, but then when I actually go to clean it up, I'm going to draw some triangles, some flatter bits, and break them up. Draw just some chunks of hair. Maybe even have some sticking out the side. I go back and rub out all those in between lines. And the eyebrow. Clean it up. Niels, you got a question?
My wrist is hurting.
Your wrist is hurting from too much drawing, maybe. Maybe you could have a break. Well, how much of it? We're about halfway through. Do you think you can stick it out for another half an hour?
Sure.
Okay. But if it gets too sore, stop, because that can be serious.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to raise this up a bit, give us some hair at the top, like that, and have a fringe sort of come in there. So her fringe is covering her ears a little bit. Oh, sorry, I was just shaking the camera with my eraser. And she needs a bit more fringe on this side. So I'll have it come down like that. I'm holding too many pencils in my hand at once. I've got like 3 pencils in my hand. And I keep knocking the camera with them. Okay, let's pull out a bit. So now we can continue this hair at the back behind the ears. It can come down. Maybe she's got just a little bob haircut. See how I'm just sort of sketching it, the shape in. And then when I've got the length and the shape that I want, then I can go back and do some hair detail at the bottom there. That's good, Sophie. Good, Anna, yeah. Floppy bunny ears. So you can show highlights and things in the hair. I need to turn it around for the way my hand works. Just a second. Anna, you got a question?
It's actually pigtails.
Oh, pigtails instead of bunny ears. That's a good idea. Okay, so if I was going to color this in or put lines in to show that that's hair, what I can do is, there we go. What I can do is bring these lines down, and I leave an area blank. So the lines are coming up, the lines are coming down. And then they can finally touch. And that'll leave this area blank and it'll look like it's a white area. And then that could look like a highlight, like some shiny hair, which you often see in anime things. If I turn that back around, see how there's like the shine going through? That's just from doing lines from the top and lines from the bottom. That looks better if you use a felt tip pen or something on it. And of course, you could do that down the side as well. Come up. So this is a little bit about controlling your pencil a bit more. Instead of just scribbling, you need to control the lines that you do. You could also use your finger to smudge those lines a little bit, because then they have it. The smudging fills the color in between fills the white spaces, I should say, in between the lines, and so it looks like it's colored in a bit more. There you go. Janisha, question?
I have 2 questions.
Okay.
With your drawing and the filter. With the drawing, she has like 2 ears, bunny ears and side ears.
Yeah. So I made it as if it's a girl wearing bunny ears. But if you don't do these ears, they could be her ears.
Yeah.
And if you don't do those ears, those could be her ears. Like I did 2 different versions of the eyes. I did 2 different
This
versions.
could be like a headband or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Like I can show you.
Somebody asked, when do we finish? We finish at 6. So we've got 20
I
minutes.
can't find it now, but the problem with the filter is that here the pink on the filter is the nose, and I have her nose here.
Yeah, you've got 2 noses.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. You could actually
Okay.
put whiskers on her too. You could draw little whiskers on her cheeks, just like this, like
Yeah.
Naruto, or you could put big whiskers on like that. So whiskers like that, or whiskers like that. Depends on if you want her to be a bunny or not, a rabbit or a girl dressed as a rabbit. Okay, well, we've got almost 15 minutes left, so let's move on to the next thing, which I've got is the phoenix. So let's try and do something for that. So, oh, my pen went through a bit pink on there. Janisha, we've got to move on. Are you still talking about bunny ears? Because we've moved on from bunnies now. We're drawing a bird.
Yeah, but I'll just stop my filter.
Okay. Well, you keep talking while I draw and people can follow me.
See, like I
Okay.
have like these bunny ears.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's like, that could be what she's wearing. Okay, so I'm drawing a circle for this phoenix. Thank you, Janisha. And that's going to be the head where the eye is. Then we'll draw the beak coming off the side. Or we could do a 3/4 one. Remember we did the 3/4 in the face in the beginning? So instead of drawing the beak right down the middle or on the side, we will draw it a bit on the side and a bit down the middle, so both. So that's my cross section. Instead of drawing this, where we drew the cross that way, I've drawn it slightly curved. Imagine if you drew a cross on a circle. Actually, I've got a little spider ham here. See how he's got the line that goes down the middle? That's the line that we're drawing between the eyes. And then as he turns around into 3/4, you can see how that line is curved. That's what we've drawn here. And then as he turns his head right around, you can't really see that line because it's right on the edge. So it's a side, 3/4, front. That's what we're drawing now. So for the beak, we want the beak to sort of fit in this area. That's where it touches the head, and it's going to come out. And curve down to a point, and then come back again. There we go. So we don't actually need those lines that are inside the beak. Once you get that beak shape. Rafi, you got a question?
Are you making Angry Bird? Because I think it's like an Angry Bird.
It could be an angry bird, but I was going to draw a body on it as well. But yeah, it could be an angry bird the way it is. But yeah, you can turn it into an angry bird if you want. I was going to turn it into a phoenix, which is a bird on fire. Oh, sorry, I unmuted you. I muted you. Sorry. Do you want to unmute again? Accent. Sorry.
I was like thinking to like draw, as you said that like you could draw an Angry Bird if you wanted, but I was thinking you were making an Angry Bird, but you said that you could draw if you wanted, but actually I don't know how to draw an Angry Bird. But I was thinking.
Oh yeah, Anna has an angry bird in the screen. Okay, so just with those eyes I drew, remember when I did when we did 3/4 before, one was round and one was thinner and squished because it's further around the head. Niels, how is your wrist going?
Great.
Okay.
I've drew a phoenix before, but
Yeah.
it's on a podcast. It's on a website called Art for Kids Hub.
Okay. And do you have it there to show me? Doesn't matter if you don't.
I have a Lego Phoenix. Can I show you it?
Oh yeah, let's have a look at that. So I just drew, while I was talking then, I just drew the mouth.
I made it
And
with
Pupils.
Lego. It has 183 steps.
Wow.
And
Oh,
it
that's
can
pretty cool.
and its wings can flap.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Do you want to hold its head up so we can see its head?
It's like this. This is its head. Its
Oh.
name is Fawkes from Harry Potter.
Oh, okay. It's Dumbledore's Phoenix, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's continue with this one. So I'm going to give it some feathers that are going to sit above its eye, like eyebrows. So I'm just going to draw some lumps in there at the moment. Put your hand down. Okay. And then I'm going to do some feathers at the back that are going to sort of look a little bit like flames. So I'm just going to draw some sort of feather shapes at the back of the head there. And then it's going to have nostrils in a little section on the beak. You only get to see one nostril. So that's the basic head. And then we can draw it sort of sitting with its neck, because I have a little bit of a long neck, I think, with its neck curled a bit. And then for the body, we can draw, if you've got space, an oval. Like that, or part of an oval. Well, the rest of it we got like that. So that's its body. Anna, have you got a question?
Can I draw my Angry Bird?
Yeah, I saw it before.
I want it from up here, from each
Oh,
side.
that's cool.
I
Have you named him?
dinosaur.
Does he have a name?
No, I just call
Okay.
him Angry Bird.
Okay, fair enough.
He's very
All right.
angry.
Let's draw some wings on this. So I'm going to draw another sort of ovally shape coming down. And there's going to be feathers at the bottom and then coming back up, but not all the way up. So there's a bit of an open bit to it. And they're going to rub out this little line in there. It's okay if you think you're bad at drawing, Aaron. It's fine. That's why we're here, all here to practice and to draw more. Yeah, the only way you get better at something is to keep practicing. I'm going to bring the neck down a little bit here. So it comes down at the front. So I can draw, keep hitting the camera, sorry. Rub that bit out there. A little bit of a chin, the head comes down, neck curves around, and then the body. Where are you, Cora? I can't see you. Is your camera off? Oh, there you are, Cora. Do you want to hold yours up? You said, what? Your mine Looney's angry? Do you mean mine looks angry? Yeah, hold it up. Let me have a look. Well, that's cool. No, I like that. That's really good. I like his legs too, little legs. I was going to do him standing on a perch, so I'm just going to draw a line across like that. Anna, have you got a question?
Yeah, I'm actually already done.
That's really cute. I like that. What about a tail? A big, long, fiery tail.
Oh yeah,
That'd be cool.
draw that. I'm gonna
Okay.
put my puffy tail. That's its thing.
Oh yeah, draw that one. Okay, so I'm going to draw the toes, which are hanging on. So I'm just going to draw them as like little sausages or bean shapes. 1, 2 there, and then another 1, 2 there. So that's where he's hanging onto the perch, and I might draw a second line for the perch, so it's not just a thin stick. Put a little end on it like that. Erase some of the lines in there. So the wings going behind the perch, but the toes are going on top of the perch. There we go. And then I'll do some tail feathers coming down like that. So that's a basic bird shape, like a parrot sitting on a perch. But now we can make it look a bit more flamey. That's cool, Anna. Niels, hold yours a little bit closer and higher. Up higher, Niels. Ah, there you go. Oh, nice. Yeah, cool. I like that. Strath, that's pretty cool too. What the heck is that? Oh my God. That looks cool. I like that. Good, Tristan. Okay, so we need to add a bit more feathers to this one. We've got a couple of minutes left, so I'm going to draw very lightly a curve here. I'll zoom in a bit. And then I'm going to use these shapes, these U shapes. It's called scalloping, that sort of curved shape. And then I'll turn these into long feathers, or I could do another row of those scallop shapes. And then these ones go a bit long, going down like that. And then on the tail, I'm going to do something similar, just some more of those scallopy feathered shapes, and then long feathers sort of overlapping. Do some little lines for scales on the feet. You can draw claws on the end. on the chest. You could do some more sort of feathery scallop shapes on the neck, on the back. So now we can put in sort of the final details. You could put a highlight in the eye, color in the pupil. Make those eyebrows a bit feathery. Rub out some of your construction lines. Put in a little bit of shading there on his beak. Could shade in some of the feathers as well if you wanted to. Unless you're going to color it later on. Because feathers don't have to be the same color all the way. They can have different colored tips, different colored middles, different colored ends. But I just shaded the ends of these ones and the last section of these ones. But to make him a bit more like a phoenix, you could add some flames. Flames are hard to draw. You want to sort of get them nice and curvy. See if you can copy some of those shapes there. And then have little bits flaking off. Turn that into a little bit. Sophie, that looks good. Yeah, good job. Little platypus as well, Sophie. That's cute. Ah, I like him. He looks really mean. Oh, Anna, that's cool. Tristan, that's really good too. Niels, I can't see yours. I can just see writing. It's not in the camera. I think you need to lift it up. Nope, I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Now I can see it. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. Emma, that's really good too. Say fire and food. Okay. So there is a phoenix with some flames. Let people go with the flames. Aaron, don't say yours is bad. Why don't you show me yours? Can't see you on there. Emma, that's good too. It's not Emma, it's whoever else that is with Emma. That's good. Aaron, where are you? Trying to see your camera. I can't see it. Oh, there you go. Aaron, show me yours. Oh, that's really good. What are you talking about? That's good. Don't say yours is bad. That's good. Janisha, have you got a question? We've only got a couple of minutes left.
My video is not there, so I have to leave and then come back.
Well, we've only got 3 minutes left, so I don't know if it's even worth coming back.
Okay.
But did you finish the Phoenix?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, this is being recorded, so if you want to catch the end of it, you can ask your parents for to contact Brilliant Kids, and then you can get the link to then watch the recording of this if you want to do it again. Rafi, you've got a question there, Rafi?
It's actually, I told you one time, but I don't know how to change my name. So
That's fine.
my name is actually Mehrish Islam. So is it fine because I don't have space and I'm just doing it in a book?
Yeah, that's good. That's cool. Yeah, it's really good. Good job. All right, Niels, what have you got for me?
This is the best day ever.
Oh, really? You enjoyed that? Okay. Are you going to book in for more classes? Oh, Emma,
Yes,
that's
I'm
cool.
doing it all weeks.
Okay, every week you're going to be doing this class?
Yeah, and also I got 4th from Brilliant Kids.
You got 4th?
4th from Brilliant Kids.
Oh, okay. That's really cool. Well, make sure everyone, because we're almost done, make sure that Emma, that looks really cool, that if you have a drawing that you really like or you enjoyed drawing something today, get your parents to take a picture of it and send it into Brilliant Kids, and then we'll put it on our online galleries, and that way too I can get a better look at your drawings too, because sometimes I can't always see them with these cameras. They're very, very small, so I see everyone on one page. But yeah, we are out of time. We did have a few suggestions here that we didn't get to, like crocodile, and well, we did a bird and Harry Potter. So maybe we'll try and do those next week as well.
Right, thank you, Evan.
No worries.
Very interesting class. All right, everyone, if you can, just send the artwork to Brilliant Kids. I'm going to unmute everyone now. Say goodbye to Mr. Evan.
Hi, Mr. Heaven.
Mr.
Hi, Mr. Heaven.
Bye.